Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be answering one of y'all questions. Somebody asked me, girl, how did you spend your stimulus money? I'm going to answer that question for y'all, so stay tuned. All right, I know, like, a lot of people don't like talking about money and finances and stuff like that. And I honestly have never been that type of person. I love talking about money. I love talking about personal finance. I love talking about how to save money. I love talking about how to budget money. For one, if you've been following my journey, if you've read my book, Wounded Healer, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, and also Walmart.com. And it's on my personal website as well if you want a signed copy, www.shamandaburston.com. But anyway, I have been very transparent about my finances from the very beginning, right? I talked about how I was a single mom of two, which I'm still a single mom, but from like 19, I had two children under 2, and I was on food stamps and every government assistance program you could think of to put myself through school and raise my children. And it has been over 6 years since I've been on any government assistance, right? So I attribute that to setting a goal and budgeting. Okay, so budgeting is so important because I was a single mom and I was on a fixed income. So I put myself through school and working full time, but I had 2 children, and during that time they were so young they had to go to daycare full time. So that was very, very, very expensive. But I used to read a lot of Susie Orman books, and then I started studying Dave Ramsey fairly recently. I have to say like the past 5 years. 5 years ago I started studying Dave Ramsey. And I started the debt-free journey, the baby steps. And I was able to pay off, I think it was like $16,000, like over $16,000 in like 8 or 9 months, y'all. Listen, that was pretty big, like of debt. Like that was like an IRS tax bill, a car that I had total loss. I had to pay the remaining balance because I have gap insurance, that kind of thing. Like I was able to pay all that off in like 8 or 9 months by budgeting and using the debt-free baby steps journey. But anyway, I say all that to say, I love talking about personal finances, and by budgeting and living somewhat of like a more like minimalist kind of lifestyle, it has allowed me to be able to do those type of things and pretty much stay relaxed, because money, finance, that kind of stuff can make you very, if you like me anyway, make you very like anxious and stressed and depressed. Like I think money is, especially from my observation as a therapist, it is one of the biggest causes, or like triggers rather, of like stress and anxiety and depression, things of that sort. So you want to make sure you manage that. But anyway, going to the point, I had a question for my Smart Money Saturday that came in. It's like, how did you use your stimulus money? Now, that's a question, and a lot of people would be like, oh, that ain't none of your business. What you worried about me for? Like, I don't care. Let me tell you. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you. So I'm a big proponent of investing your money, making your money work for you. Okay, letting your money work for you. So if you're gonna get some money, and obviously, I mean, we kind of knew the money was coming through the pipeline. They have been talking about it. We got some money last year, and that, things, so we knew it was coming, right? But I treated the money as if it was like an unexpected gift or unexpected, just random money, right? But I wanted it to work for me. And so there was something that I really needed to get done, which if you've been following, you know that I am a movie producer now, which is so exciting. However, I am not, well, I will now moving forward, but I was not the person, I'm not the type of person who's like, oh, let me find locations, let me do this. I'm more the executive producer, meaning I bring the finances. I'm the one who a person would come to if they have a great idea, but they need finance. They need to have the money to make it happen. Well, that's the side of producing that I wanted to be on, which is kind of crazy, but it actually fits me best. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I got to finish my movie. it's done, right? It's in a can. That's what they call it, in a can, like a shot. The footage is done over there. But it has to be edited, and so it has to be put together by an editor. That's where you get the trailer and all that kind of stuff, right? But I didn't have the money to do that. I came to you guys, I came to my contributors, and I asked, like, hey, y'all, can y'all help me? I need, to get the deposit at least, like, to get the money into post-production so that my editor can start working on it and getting it together. Well, when I realized we were going to get a stimulus, I was like, okay, perfect, because it is considered an investment for me, right? Once we get the movie distributed, when we license the movie, we get money back from sales and things of that sort. And for me, that creates an income to be able to make more movies, and that's what it's all about for me. So I was like, this is an investment so we can continue on doing what I'm passionate about and what will help the world with these movies about mental health and mental health awareness. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use some of this money to for a down payment or deposit toward the editor, so she can actually take it. So that was the thing I did. And also, my children are homeschooled, and obviously most kids are doing virtual learning, but they need new laptops. So I got new laptops. I put some money into savings. I already had my $1,000, the baby step. Number one, for Dave Ramsey, you have to have at least $1,000 in emergency savings fund. Well, I added an additional amount to that on top of that, just so I could have some cushion, because I am not working. So I am literally at this point a full-time student, which will start next month. So yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, you got to. Also, it helped me to fund to pay for an attorney so that we can get distribution for our film and negotiate our contracts and things of that sort. So that's how I invested mine. I know that money will come back to me when we license the movie and things like that, so I wasn't worried about it. And it gave, I put someone toward my children, because of course some of it was from them, right? Everybody got $1,400. So from their part of it, I put got them new laptops, things of that sort, and then I put money in savings. So investing, saving, and children. That's what I do with my stimulus money. So if you feel comfortable, if you feel okay, then leave me a comment below. Like, how did you spend your stimulus money? What did you do? Would you do something differently? Honestly, I wish I didn't have to put my money toward editing and all that. I would have just put all that in savings. Or honestly, I really want to get into like crypto and Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to get over this next little hump and then just start investing. That's what I want to do. Okay. And but what are you doing? What did you do with your money? If you feel comfortable, leave me a comment below. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.